Manto 5 hydrofoil bike, which was released by bicycle designer Robert Alonso, is a water analog electric bike. His Aqua bike has underwater wings and electric assistant torsion pedals. Manto 5 has an aluminum frame, underneath which are two submarine wings. It has a mass of 20 kilograms, but is capable of withstanding a rider weighing up to 100 kilograms. When used at maximum power, the battery lasts for 1 hour, while the bike can accelerate to 20 kilometers per hour.
Zero helicopter, the ideal urban transport of the near future, dreams of this. The helicopter got its name Zero for its minimalistic design and the characteristic shape of the cabin, resembling either a zero or the letter O. Miniature, several times smaller than the original Zero helicopter, designed only for one person, an air car driver. For the navigator or the passenger of the second seat, there is not, as there is no door. Light and a smart concept, Zero helicopter can be called an air motorcycle, whose task is to deliver the pilot from point A to point B in the shortest amount of time. Therefore, there is a high probability that when Zero helicopter goes into production, many bikers will switch from a two-wheeled horse into a flying one.
This self-balancing scooter from Airwheel only weighs 9.8 kilograms, has a convenient handle and a folding footrest. The scooter doesn't take up more space than a conventional suitcase, and it can reach speeds up to 16 kilometers per hour and charges in 80 minutes.
The company Arca Space presented its original look as a concept of a hoverboard. Since the company is a representative of the American space industry, their specialization reflected on the design of the flying machine, which was called Arca Board. It is able to hover above the ground by 36 small fans controlled by high-speed motors. The manufacturer states that the power of this device is 272 horsepower. Arca Board is more powerful than most cars. The dimensions of the device are about 1 meter long and half a meter wide. In general, this thing is very cumbersome and was very poorly thought out. You can only stand on it while trying your best not to fall down.
The Awastar company from Florida developed the Awastar AS2 electric scooter, will turn underwater walks into pure pleasure. You can learn to use in just a couple minutes and do not need any special knowledge or skills. The underwater scooter is designed for 1 to 2 people who will look at an underwater world from a transparent dome into which breathing air is supplied from oxygen cylinders. Such a vehicle can dive to a depth of 40 feet and move at a speed of 4 miles per hour. The power plant is powered by lithium-ion batteries capable of up to 2.5 hours of battery life. The air supply on board, if there are 2 passengers, should be enough for 70 minutes. Divers can also freely step out of the submarines to explore the seabed, and such a device costs about $16,000. The car manufacturer Volkswagen is developing a 2-seater compact air car called Hovercar with an original design. The movement of the flying car will be carried out on special magnetic roads. The lifting into the air occurs because of the use of repulsive forces of the magnetic field. The levitating vehicle will be controlled by means of a joystick. Hovercar will be equipped with an automatic accident prevention. And what do you think about these vehicles? Would you like to have any of them? Write your opinion in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.
Despite the fact that the world has already created quite a lot of working and effective copies available, jetpacks aren't available for consumers yet. New Zealand company Martin Aircraft promises to fix it in the first quarter of 2017, when the first batch of jetpacks will be delivered to their owners.
Known designer and kiteboarder Don Montague, together with his team Kai Concepts, decided to connect a motorized surfboard and hydrofoil. The result was a device that the creators called Jetfoiler, A noiseless electric motor accelerates the board, and then the submarine wings enter, which allows the rider to literally fly over the surface of the water. Surfing in this way is very simple and everyone can handle it. You control the speed of your board with a remote control. The creator explains that as soon as the board is gaining sufficient speed, the rider leans back and the board rises from the water.
The bike Aero X is cooler than an ATV, SUV, and a scooter. With it, it doesn't matter what is under your feet, the road beneath you, or an impassable quagmire. This bike has a rotary engine with 2 screws, and it responds to the movements of the body as an ordinary motorcycle, and flies at a speed of 70 km an hour. Aero X fulfills the dream of flying, and flying without licenses. It costs $85,000.
Edward Dywell is a very original and unusual vehicle. Electric vehicles appear today almost everywhere, but they are more or less the same. University students in Australia decided to stand out from the general masses. Their invention consists of 2 large wheels, which are driven by an electric motor located under the seat. At the first test of the car, it was found out that in the course of movement, the seat is actively turning around the transverse axis too much. If a person wants to just play around a couple of times, the seat oscillations can be regarded as an interesting feature of the design. But with constant movement, the driver of this car is simply provided with chronic seasickness. Therefore, the author supplemented the construction with a stabilization system, but at the same time, tried to use the rotating seat as an extreme means of driving. It is also possible to completely turn off the stabilization system. A young Japanese engineer, Kuniako Saito, recently developed a portable walk car. This is a personal transport that is placed in a backpack or bag. Simply put, it is a board with 4 wheels on which you can go at a speed of up to 12 km per hour. Although walk car is light and small, nevertheless it can withstand a rider weighing up to 120 kilograms and on one charge can travel up to 17 kilometers. It is the size of a laptop but looks more like a skateboard. Walk car is made of aluminum and it weighs 2 to 3 kilograms depending on the version. For home or street use, there are different models. This thing can be very useful, providing you with transportation without any effort.
A self-balancing electric scooter with 2 wheels, located on each side of the driver. The scooter Segway transforms its wearer from a normal pedestrian into a more advanced road user, allowing him or her to move faster, farther, and with less force. The Segway has a top speed of about 20 km per hour, and the battery provides a mileage of up to 39 km.
A young team from Switzerland has developed an electric stair-climbing wheelchair, Siwu, which is capable of climbing the stairs, and in addition to the 2 wheels has 2 mechanisms with rubber caterpillar tracks. In normal situations, the rider uses only the wheels, and the tracks are under the hull. But when it is necessary, they take on the user's movement and are able to lift the chair along the stairs, and it is easy to move around on the ice or gravel. In addition, the chair itself rises higher. The compact size allows you to adjust the seat to pass through any door and easily maneuver in the room. The user can control the chair either by using a joystick or by transferring body weight. This is a very cool real device with a functional use and of great importance for an individual suffering
The
from
Italian company Jet Capsule, specializing in the creation of small yachts, presented a project of an unusual floating house called UFO 2.0. The name of the water home, worth $150,000, stands for Unidentified Floating Object. The ship really looks like a classic flying saucer. The design of UFO 2.0 assumes the presence of 3 tiers. At the top is the navigator's place and desktop. There is also a proposal to install a hot tub. The main tier includes a kitchen and large bathroom. The outer area of the yacht will be occupied by various seating areas and sunbeds. Finally, the lower tier is planned to be made underwater. There is a bedroom, through the windows of which the host and guest of the dwelling can admire the SeaWorld. The ship will receive energy due to numerous solar batteries, wind turbines, and hydro turbines, and 2 engines will allow the ship to reach speeds up to 10 miles per hour.